Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a fun project that I'm so excited to do. I've been seeing on Pinterest a lot, and even last year, but I didn't get to do it last year. Some wreaths that you can make for your front door with this bunny wreath form that is from Dollar Tree. Well, my Dollar Tree never had these last year, or if they did, maybe I missed them. Maybe they only got a small amount and they were gone. I don't know, but I did find one this year. Now I went to get it and they only had like 5 or 6. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe because mine's a smaller Dollar Tree, they just didn't have a lot. But I got this, and then they also had a 14-inch just round over in like the floral section as well. So I got that as well. And then we're gonna make a bunny wreath to go on the front door using this wreath form, a 14-inch one of these for the bottom, you'll see in just a second, and this chunky yarn, which I've already opened because I've already wrapped it on the bottom part, the 14-inch, and it is this brand, Mainstays. I will try to link everything that I bought for this in the description box down below. We'll go through it, but some of this stuff I already had on hand. Now, I already had glue sticks that I had bought on the clearance at Walmart a long time ago, and these are just the Gorilla Glue, but they were $2 for the entire bag. And a glue gun I already had on hand. Some ribbon I already had. This ribbon left over from Christmas, black and white buffalo check, and I had this ribbon already here. And then at Dollar Tree, when I bought the bunny wreath form, I bought these 2 ribbons, a orange and a black buffalo check. And I bought these cute little carrots at Dollar Tree as well. And then I went to Walmart and I bought this ribbon at Walmart. And then I bought these 3 floral picks. I got this one that's like some ranunculus. I got this one that's like a white flower and these purple, whatever those are. And then I bought this one that's like peonies. And I already had on hand these flowers because if you look back when I did Bailey's hair clip, because she was Miss Hawaii for Halloween. And then the only other thing I need is floral wire and some white zip ties. Other than that, I think that's all we need. So I'm going to change the camera around to where you're trying to get it to where you're looking down at my workspace, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got all my supplies. This is the 14-inch wreath from Dollar Tree. It's the same exact thing, wreath form, as this bunny one, only it doesn't have the ears. I mean, it looks exactly like this. It's just a 14-inch. It just doesn't have the ears. So now this is going to be our body, and I've already wrapped this because I didn't think you wanted to sit here and watch me wrap all this. So I'm going to show you on this one, but just know I did the exact same thing on this one. So this is going to be the body, and then this will be the head of the bunny. So we're going to move this out of the way. We're going to cut the tag. I'm going to get our yarn. This yarn I found at Walmart, I think it was like $7. This stuff is not, I mean, everything that I'm doing here is not super expensive. It shouldn't break your bank to do this. So I'm going to turn it over to the back, and then I'm going to start probably up here close to the head, and I'm going to put this through. Well, I'm going to go across diagonally. So it's right here. It's going crossways across this point like that. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. That. This is going to be where we start. So it's going to be super easy. All you have to do is go through, and you're going to wrap it around like this. And you're going to kind of hold it with your hands in place and just keep wrapping like this. And just kind of hold it. So you want it to be tight enough that you don't see the green form, but not so tight that it's, you know, it uses a whole lot. Plus you want it to be a little fluffier and puffier. If you wrap it really tight, it's not going to be as puffy and fluffy. So you kind of want to give it a little bit of slack so that it's fluffy, like a fluffy bunny. So this is all you do. You just go around and around. This is something that you can get the kids to help you with, or you can sit and do it while you're watching TV. I've already started making bow loops so that you didn't have to watch me do that. This is all, that's all there is to it. Just keep holding it, shoving it through, going around and around. And we're going to keep doing this until we get all the way back around. And I'm not going to make you watch me do that. I'm going to do this off camera. And then once I get up to here, where the ear starts, then I will come back on here for you. Okay, I went all the way around and I decided instead of stopping and going around the ears, then that would leave me some. So I went ahead and just kept wrapping all the way around. So now I'm back to where I started from. So I'm going to wrap it around just a couple more times, just to make sure I have this completely covered up right here. Like this. And then we're going to cut off our excess. Got them. Bit a bit of snake. All right, we're gonna set this over here. I'm gonna wrap this one more time. Right in there. Flip it over. And then I'm gonna loop it under one of the other strands. And then just for good measure, I'm gonna put a little dot of hot glue. And then I'm gonna stick that down in there. And so that is good and dry. I've already burned myself on the hot glue once today. Now, we're gonna take this and we're gonna do the same thing on the ears. I'm actually going to put it through here and tie it. That. And then we're gonna go through and we're gonna wrap all the way around the edge of both ears and then come here and finish it off like we did right here on the end. And then I'll come back and show you what they look like outlined. Okay, so I got them all wrapped. Now I didn't wrap them like super tight, just enough to kind of cover the green, but also I just wanted to wrap them because I'm going to wrap them this way so that it is solid and there's not an opening here, so that the ears are a solid yarn. So I need something of texture around here to keep the yarn going in this direction from slipping and sliding. So I went ahead and wrapped them, plus that'll make them a little bit extra fluffy. Now I've finished, but instead of cutting it and tying it off, I'm going to leave it. This is coming from the inside around here. So I am going to just continue it on, and I'm going to get some slack here. And I'm going to just go around the front of the bunny's ears and between these two, and we're just going to start wrapping it this way. And I don't have to do a lot. I want it to touch. I'm probably going to go look at it from the front while I'm doing it. And then once I get done with all of this and I have all these filled in, then I have some pink felt that I had in my fabric stash. I didn't go out and buy it, but you could if you wanted to. That I cut before I wrapped these. I laid these down on the pink felt and I traced the ear shapes. And then I cut just inside of the ink mark on my felt and cut them out. So I have them here like this. And then these are going to get glued in here. Let me finish wrapping these and then we'll come back. Okay, we got them fluffed. I'm going to have to do something to the top of this ear right here because it looks kind of weird. but I'm gonna fix that in just a second. But for right now, actually, I think I might have just fixed it. Anyways, we'll fix that in just a minute with some hot glue. But for now, let's finish this off. So we've got this. We're going to wrap it the last time around to the back. And I am just going to cut this. And we are just going to hot glue all of this down. This glue is super, super hot. So you could probably use a low temp, but I don't have a low temp. So we're just gonna make do with what we've got. Punch that down in there. Okay, now let's fix this ear. So now we're going to flip it back over to the front. We're going to go ahead and put our little pink part of our ears on. We're going to hot glue those down as well. This one. And this one. Like that. So I'm going to do the bottom part first. And let that dry a second. You could also use like the Aleene's like tacky glue or whatever it's called. Fabric glue if you don't want to use hot glue for this part. We'll pull this one back and do the same. I didn't put one down the middle of this one. And I'm not super worried about what this looks like right here because we're going to cover it in some flowers. So I'm just going to go through, make sure that gets tucked down. Okay. So now, while that is drying, we're going to go ahead and attach this to the body so that we can see what we're working with as far as flowers and bow go. So we're going to put, I want to put this as, I don't want to put it like this because I don't want it to look like a figure 8 or like a snowman. So I'm going to overlap it like this. And then we're going to take our zip ties through the back. And we're going to just find the wreath form. And then we're going to go through this wreath form. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to do one at the top. So that it won't be a wobbly head. If you use white zip ties, it won't show. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same right here and the same right here just to give it stability so that it's not super wobbly. Okay, I have the body all put together. It's pretty sturdy. And I've gone ahead and just taken apart those flower picks that I bought and cut the little flowers off of them and the greenery off. So I'm going to put a sweet little flower crown up here and kind of cover the bottoms of these ears, these little pinks part. And then after I get the little flower crown on, we're going to put a pretty bow right here. So we're going to start working on the flower. We're just going to start building out where I want things. No, Willow. Kind of like that. But I'm still going to add a little bit more here and there. I might come back to it after a while and decide if I want to add in a little bit of purple. But for now, we're going to start working on the bow. Okay, we're going to work on the bow. I forgot to show you this, but I did get this ribbon at Hobby Lobby as well because I thought it would be pretty with these flowers. And so we are going to work on our bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Okay, so I folded the ribbon and I cut a diagonal on it to dovetail the end of the ribbon. And then I'm going to create a 2-loop bow. And I did this with all of my ribbons. So you gather it, make a loop, however big you think you would want it. Pinch it, hold that. You gotta twist it so that the right side shows. And then I'm going to make this loop about the same size as this one. Gather it again. Hold on to that. Twist it. And then I am going to my scissors are about had it. And you're going to take a floral wire. And then you're just gonna hold all this together. And then you're going to grab it, pinch it, and then twist it. And then you're gonna fluff it out. And then this end, you're going to dovetail like the other end. So you're gonna fold it in half. That. Okay, so I did that with all of my ribbons already so that you wouldn't have to watch me do it. So we're gonna layer these starting with the wide ones. We're just gonna kind of twist it until they look like an X, like this. And then we're gonna take the next biggest one like this, and then we're going to start layering them. So I'm going to open up the wires, and then I'm going to wrap it around this one, but I'm going to twist it so that you can see the different ribbons like this. And then on the back side, I'm going to take the wire from the black ribbon and twist it with the wire of the floral ribbon. And with it being on a wire and with these ribbons being wired, you can still fluff them out. So we're going to keep going until we get all of the bow put together. And then I'll have this one and this one and this one to go. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I got it all put together. Now, it doesn't look like much right now because it's not on there. It's not fluffed out. I don't have any flowers in it yet. The tails aren't on it. But this is what it looks like pretty much. I hope you can see that with the wires all put together in the end there, like this. So we're going to find a spot where I want it. And then I'm going to go through the yarn to the wire frame, and we're going to stick the wires through it and up through it, and then, or maybe just to the back of where I want it. So let's see, through the middle, you know, there's three, there's the inside, the middle, and the outside. So I'm going to go under and back over the middle piece right here. And we're just going to wrap the excess wire around the base of the bow. Don't worry about crushing your bow. You're going to fluff it back out. There. Now, see, now you can fluff out your loops and your little dovetails. Okay, so now I'm going to put a flower in the middle of the bow. That one. Oh no, I'll save this one for it. That's what it was. There we go. Maybe some of these, some little greenery. And we forgot about our carrots. Okay, now we're going to make our tails. Then you're just going to hot glue this top part right here. Pick the bow up. Well, I blistered my cuticle, is like the nail bed, and then up the finger right here. So I had to stop and take care of that. So I just decided I was going to go ahead and finish the bow and the tails off the camera. And so basically all I did to make the tails was I took a length of ribbon, however long I wanted the tail to be, and then I doubled it up so that I would have two tails, and then cut it, dovetailed the ends, scrunched it up like this to make sure I had the right side showing like this, and I'd have two tails, and then I pulled up the bow and hot glued it underneath. And I did that with all of the ribbon. So then I went back through and I hot glued florals and little sprigs of greenery, and the carrots. I stuck one here and one up here, just to bring in that orange from the ribbon. And then, yeah, so that's the bow. And then here is the flower crown now that I'm finished with that. Now at this point you're done, and if you don't have a storm door and it's going to be exposed to the elements outside, then I would go ahead with a can of Scotch Guard and really give it a good once over to protect it from any rain, you know, dampness, dew, all that kind of thing. But that's going to be the end of it. So you'll get to see it when we do decorate for me for Easter and spring, because I'll hang it on the front door. So until then, ta-da! There she is. I am so excited about this. Look, she's so cute. Her little flower crown and her little bow. And you could put feet on here, you know, use some like some more yarn or something, and some more of this pink felt for like the bottoms of the feet and the toes. But I don't think she really needs it. I like it the way it is. I can't wait to see what it looks like on my door, because I have a dark, like charcoal colored door. So I think this will really pop and you'll be able to see it from the street. So here she is, see? Okay, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to clean up my mess and go fix supper. Love you. Bye.